now, I, like you, know that fuel prices are soaring. I, also like you, head to the pumps and am shocked to see just how much gasoline costs. But why is that? Why is it that fuel prices are so high? There are a variety of different reasons for this sharp increase in price, but there are two particular constituents that factor into the price of gasoline. The first, obviously, is the price of crude oil. If crude oil costs a lot, which it does right now for a variety of reasons, then obviously the price of gasoline is going to rise. The second is taxes. Of course, there are other constituents like switching to a summer blend versus a winter blend of gasoline, but the two major ones are the price of crude oil and the tax on the gasoline itself. But just what are the taxes living in Canada? Well, first, there's a 10-cent flat tax on every liter of fuel that you pump. Then, of course, there's a carbon tax that's added into it. In Alberta, we used to have a 13-cent per liter tax, but that was removed temporarily. We also have a tax on tax that's calculated after taking all other taxes into account. And finally, there's the GST. That means if a liter of fuel costs about $1, when you add tax on top of it, it ends up being about $1.40. As you can tell, like me, that's an expansive increase in price. So what could an independent Alberta do about it? Well, the answer is quite clear. Firstly, of course, we could remove such taxes. The carbon tax would need to be eliminated, and you would ensure that it could never be instituted in the province again. Secondly, you could remove the flat tax on the gasoline that the federal government currently charges us. And you could also remove any other tax that you think was unnecessary as well. In this, the price of fuel would decrease substantially right off the start. One might ask, is it possible to also decrease the price of oil? Not really. Because we're playing in the world and the world markets have a lot to do with how much gasoline costs, there isn't much we can do about the price of oil. But even if a barrel was $100 or $120, when that tax is eliminated, the price of gasoline would still be much more manageable than it is now. For that reason, I'm advocating for Alberta's independence. A removal of tax, a lessening of tax, eases the burden on the consumer and makes everyone on the whole better off.